All right. It says we're live, so I'm going to believe it. All right. I just want to first off say thank you so much for all the people signing up to become members of the Cooking with Jack show. I appreciate it, and welcome to the live chat. We have a few things we're going to cover. If you have any questions, write them in the just the little chat window right there, and I will try to address them as you ask them. All right. So, first thing I want to talk about is I'm drinking a cup of coffee. I mean, a cup of tea, and I'm trying to find out something. If you guys happen to know, hit me up on social media and let me know what you know, because I've learned so much from you guys, more than you can imagine over the past 12 years that I've been on YouTube. Somebody said to me over 4th of July that people with I think it's an RH negative blood. I don't even know what that means, RH negative, but a holistic doctor said that coffee can hurt the joints and can be a negative effect for people with RH negative blood. Does that ring a bell, make sense to you or anything? Write me. You can always write me at info@givemefoods.com. That's my email address if you want to write me there. But basically, I have no idea what RH negative is. I don't even know what blood type I am. I need to find out. I really should know that. That should be written down on my phone or something, so that if anything happens to me, somebody will know. But I know my wife. My wife knows her blood type. Do you guys know your blood type? Just curious. Anyway, so I'm starting to stay off caffeine for a few days, and ironically, my joints haven't hurt as much. Seriously. So I'm wondering if coffee has anything to do with my joint pain, because as I'm recovering from my condition, my joints have been hurting, like my ankles have been real sore and all that stuff. So it seems the longer I stay off coffee, the better it is for me. And I'm wondering, do we know how damaging or positive caffeine is for the body? I know a lot of people are drinking Bang energy drink. That's the new monster. If you guys remember when I had my first stroke, it was Monster, Rockstar, and Red Bull. All of them, uh, had ingredients that weren't good for you, that were kind of, as my ER doctor told me, was the cousin of methamphetamines. And he would get in Vegas, he would get one stroke victim off energy drinks. He said, drink as much caffeine as you want. That's totally safe. But the Tirana and the guarana plant is what makes people have strokes off energy drinks. So he got one a week. That's what he told me. And I never forgot that. And I share it with anybody holding a Rockstar or taking Red Bull or Monster or any of that stuff. But Bang energy drink, I know Jack Jr. drinks Bang because it's just caffeine driven, but a lot of people are drinking Bang, and it's got tons of different flavors and everything. So if you know anything about that, that'd be great. Hit me up through social media and let me know. But so I'm trying to stay away from the caffeine and see if that improves my condition. And so far, it is working. It's improving my condition. So I wonder if I'm that RH negative or whatever it was. But I guess a holistic doctor was the one who brought it up to a friend of mine, and then she passed that information on to me over 4th of July holiday. And I just want to say thank you to my friend for giving me a heads up. So we will be sipping on tea throughout this episode. Anyway, I know that was exciting, wasn't it? But anyway, we're going to go over today. The Burger Wars episode just went live. It's a bonus burger place that we weren't planning on going to, and we ran across. We were driving by it, and it claimed to be the world's best burger, fries, and shakes. And we're like, what? Are you serious? We're trying to find the world's best burgers, fries, and shakes. So we don't know if it wins or not. Well, I know who wins the whole tour, but I don't know if they're going to be the winners or not. And we will we will let you know. We are on episode. We're on the fourth. My buddy Mitch just messaged me. Sorry, I just got distracted. Ooh, squirrel. Anyway, we're on the fourth video. So we've been to, what was the first place we went to? It was Side Street Burgers, I think. Mm-hmm. And then the second place was Neon Pig, and the third place was Shaggy's. So the fourth place was Hamburger Heaven, and you can watch that on Jack on the Go. You can watch that on Cooking with Jack show, any of that stuff. So once again, when we're done with the Burger Wars tour, I'm going to allow you guys to see kind of how videos are done. I'm going to take you on a live Jack on the Go. Your perks as a member, you get Jack on the Go perks and Cooking with Jack show perks. I'm not going to ask you to be a member to both channels. So since you're a member here, that we may do a live broadcast for members on Jack on the Go, and we'll take you in a restaurant, and I'll show you how we review everything. We'll set up a live camera, and then we'll set up a recording camera. So it ought to be pretty exciting to see the creation of how we do it. It's not that difficult. It's super easy. A lot of people have been complaining about YouTube going under, and YouTube this and YouTube that, and it really irritates me because there is nobody else other than YouTube. This is where you make your money. You can go to Twitch, but you know what? Twitch called me and they wanted me to start doing cooking videos for them. And I said, well, you know, how do I monetize my videos? And they're like, you don't. I'm like, I don't earn a dime, not a penny, nothing. Why would I put the work in? This is my job. Why would I give you my content to put up on Twitch? And so they're trying to expand, but nobody, as far as I know, does what YouTube does. So, I mean, when the big YouTubers start, they get disgruntled because a lot of their stuff gets flagged because of the content they're putting up. Well, so they decide to say that YouTube's going under because they have a really big audience, and you know, they put a scare into people and all that stuff. But nothing's wrong with YouTube. It's growing better than ever. It just improved its studio, the whole studio section, YouTube Studio Beta. If you put up videos, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they just put up a new beta for uploading videos. I haven't even tried it yet. So they're constantly building and constantly changing and constantly making YouTube better. So if you have a suggestion, you can. I have ability to give feedback to YouTube. If there's something that you want in YouTube and you're not seeing it, let me know and I'll pass it on for you. All right. But in the meantime, but YouTube's not going anywhere. There's no competition right now. I appreciate YouTube for what they allow me to do. And all I can say is don't worry about it. They're doing fine and dandy. They got radio, TV, Red. I mean, they got like a billion different things going on. So I just hope they just keep building on this part of their business and don't forget us. I still am looking for a category we're in a category called how to or style. That's what it is, how to and style. So we're in the same categories like girls that show how to do their makeup and all that stuff. And I'm like, how come we can't have a food category? We should have a food category on YouTube that people can go to watch food videos. There's so many people like YouTube cooks. The food group has over 300 YouTube cooks. 300, that's a lot. So, it's a big category, and yet there's no category. Like if you go to YouTube Studio, I heard they have one kitchen now, but when I opened the YouTube Studio in Los Angeles, there was no kitchen. I had to cook outside. We had to do a makeshift grill. My buddy and I, we made a grill out of a coffee can because YouTube Studio spent millions on a studio and didn't build a studio kitchen anywhere. Not even a regular kitchen. I could film in a regular kitchen, but they have nothing like that. And I heard they have that now. So congratulations. Now I got to go back and check it out and see what it looks like and see if I can film in it. I'm sure I can because as a partner, I'm allowed to use any of the studios. So, so what's interesting is that now that I'm in Nashville, like the middle of the United States, there's like nothing. There's like no YouTube activity in this part of the country. When you were in LA, they had events, they had get-togethers, they had parties, they had release video parties and stuff, and you could go up to YouTube Studio and hang out with other YouTubers. They got VidCon in California, and I mean, there was always something going on with YouTube. And then I get out here to Nashville, and it's like crickets. If you don't live in New York or LA, you live somewhere else in the United States, it's like crickets when it comes to meetups. So I'm looking to possibly do a meetup where we can all get together in Nashville. It's kind of like centralized. That's where all the freeways kind of cross right there. It's kind of a trucking hub. So it'd be a great place to for YouTubers to come and meet. Is right here in downtown Nashville, which is like one of the largest growing cities. So I think it'd be a good idea. Once again, for those of you who just joined, I want to say thank you for being members of the channel, and you are appreciated. So so I'm looking to do some more activities in this area so that you guys can meet some of the YouTubers that you watch, the cooking ones, we'll have like a meet and greet. We can do like a panel, kind of like they do at VidCon, but have it here in Nashville. If they're not going to do it, I'll do it if that's what it takes. It's kind of like, and just to let you know, I started working on Pizza Wars Tour, and I contacted my first 3 choices as sponsors and gave them the opportunity to be a part of the tour, but I have not heard anything yet. So when I hear something, I'll let you know. That's how it works. So you look for a sponsorship, and I don't know if you guys have ever done anything like that, but we need funding to do the tour, to pay for the food, hotel stay, and gas, and car rental, and pretty much all that stuff. So what we do is we find a sponsor that will support us, that we believe in, and then they're the sponsor of the tour, and that's it. And then we go around the country, and so our goal is to go to New York and New Jersey and do a Pizza Wars tour. That's good. I don't drink tea much, but that tea is like a chocolate flavored tea. I think it's a chocolate on a little tin can, but some really good teas out there. And I know there's a lot of you that are tea aficionados. Is that what it's called? Yeah. That where all the good teas are. And there's an art form to it. I didn't know that. Like the English drink tea, when they say it's tea time, it means it's like 4 p.m. From what I heard, I may be wrong, but at 4 p.m. they all drink tea. It's the thing you do. That's kind of cool. It's like the Hispanics do their siesta after lunch. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I can nap after lunch. I pretty much always want to. So anyway, so Burger Wars just got released this morning. There is not an eye to eye this week. I was not able to get Pastor Jim to record, but there's a fish hook from yesterday. You can check that out. A little bit of 4th of July snippet, and then I will have our behind the scenes 4th of July video on Fish Hook and on Cooking with Jack show. Jack on the Go show, to show you our once again Kentucky. You guys know I go to Kentucky every year, and we have a big family. The Baldwin family throws this big barbecue, so I go up there and I hang out with them. The most loving people, and I must say the pies are a big hit at the barbecue, because the pies go first. I mean, they literally, then the cakes, and then the cookies and the donuts and whatever else. But there were like 40 desserts this year. It was crazy. They did 3 whole hogs and 16 pulled porks. It was massive. It was just massive. I mean, my buddy Terry, he has his own barbecue sauce, and what he does is he mixes it that night and privately does it because it's a secret recipe. And then when he flips the hogs, and you'll see him flip the hogs, I filmed that after they're done cooking all night on one side, and then he flips them rib side up, and then he's already salted the meat, so the whole pig has been salted before it started cooking. So then he pours the barbecue sauce all over it, and it just drinks the sauce. And then he pulls the shoulder bones and the hip bones out with these massive gloves, because it's piping hot. So it's a great experience. If you've never done a whole hog, it's a lot of fun. So anyway, Cooking with Jack show. You guys saw the new cookware that we're now sporting in the kitchen. Um, After Burger Wars tour, I'm gonna put some cameras up on the counter so you can see me stumbling around the kitchen, looking like just a big fool, and just how I move the camera and everything. You see the whole behind the scenes video. I plan on doing that after Burger Wars tour, so be ready for that. That's coming your way. Um, how you guys doing? You guys doing good on a Saturday morning? It's all good. It's beautiful. It's quiet. We've slept in. We're doing great. I'm getting new tires on the truck. That's always good. Yeah. So that's being taken care of. Um, we're doing a restaurant review. I thought I was doing it last weekend, but I'm doing it today. It's called Rustic Kitchen. It's supposed to be a really mom and pop. It's weird because you really don't see a mom and pop place hole in the wall that serves healthy food. This is mom and pop and healthy mixed together. They do wraps and they have some really good stuff, some kale and some really good stuff. I'm sure there's something vegetarian there, but anyways, we'll check that restaurant out a little bit later today. We have a packed day today. We're going to go see Toy Story 4 tonight, and I hear that's a good one. So we'll check that out. We already saw Aladdin. That was awesome. If you haven't seen Aladdin, go do Aladdin. It's awesome. Go do Aladdin. It was amazing. Will Smith is the genie. I wasn't too thrilled with the idea of Will Smith being the genie, but when I saw his performance, it was flawless. I mean, he nailed it. I mean, they did. It was weird. They took the whole cartoon and turned it to live form, and they didn't miss a beat. The songs are good. The jokes are good, and everything just like the cartoon. So check out Aladdin. In fact, I think I will like. I really enjoyed Aladdin. Um, I'm sure Toy Story 4 is great, but I don't think it's going to be as good as Aladdin was. I didn't have any urge to see Dumbo. I don't know if you guys watched Dumbo, but it was not something I was excited about. I love all the actors, Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton, but it just didn't look right. I don't know. It just kind of looked bleh. I mean, the whole sceneries and everything. Um, Nothing exciting. So it's Dumbo. It's an elephant with big ears. All right. Anyway, so well, I hope I didn't spoil anything for anybody. If you didn't know who Dumbo was, wake up, come out from underneath your rock. So what do we got coming up on Cooking with Jack? Or we're going to be doing the gross recipe contest coming up. Be looking for that because somebody's going to win all my sauces and one of my show aprons. For gross recipes. That's right. We're going to ask everybody to send me your gross recipes. You can send it to info@givemefoods.com. Let me type that in so you guys can see that. I should info@givemefoods.com. Let's see if that goes. Yeah, info@givemefoods.com. The only thing I ask in the gross recipe contest is that it's good. So it has to sound gross, but it's good. Like when I made those baked beans and peaches, that was pretty gross. That contest is attached with that video. You'll see that video coming up. That one's coming your way. You guys saw the real good pizza. Not real good. Did you see how gross that pizza was? If you didn't see that video, it was pretty nasty. It didn't even look like pizza. I don't even know how you can pull that up as pizza. And I love the person who told me about the real good, and they were thinking about me because it's a healthy version of pizza. But so was cardboard. So anyway, it was a rough looking pizza. So check that video out. That one came out. We just did the sauce ribs versus dry ribs. Sauce ribs versus dry ribs. We did both, and the sauce ribs won out over all the polls I took. So everybody voted sauce ribs more than dry ribs. Not sure why, because everybody that cooks ribs does dry rub. So it's interesting to see. Hang on a minute. Let me mute that real. All right, I'm back. So anyway, if you guys have any requests, send them my way and let me know what kind of episodes you'd like to see. We got what I got a coffee maker and coming up, and I have Lazy Man Alfredo sauce. That's coming your way. That's gonna be awesome. I started editing that today before I went live, so that's gonna be coming up. And what was the other one? Oh, the Himalayan salt cone. It's a cone that stands up upright, and you put your chicken on top of it, and it's Himalayan pink salt. It's made out of Himalayan pink salt. Yeah, it's a big giant salt lick or whatever you want to call it, and you put your chicken on it, and then you cook with it. I have no idea, so we did that video, and I also got a Himalayan salt plate. You guys know what a salt plate is? It's about that thick, and it's solid Himalayan salt. So I'm gonna spatchcock a chicken and lay it right on top and let it cook. The weird thing is you got to warm the salt before you cook. Never heard that. So I'll check the instruction on the salt plate. But I know the salt cone wanted to be warmed up slowly. You got to warm it up because the salt does something, solidifies. I have no idea. It gets to a different color. It's just really weird. So anyway, Charles and I are planning a trip back to Michigan. So if you guys got any good food places, or you want to hook up with us out in, I'm sorry, it's Michigan and Indiana. We're going to be driving around all around there. So I think we're fishing in Indiana because that's where my license is with Indiana. I lost it as soon as I got home, so I had to order another one. But I have an Indiana fishing license as a out of state person. You got to have a license for every state. So we'll be fishing in Indiana. So up there by, I think, Gary, Indiana. Those of you who live around Michigan City will be hanging out there. We'll probably be staying there. That's where we stayed last time. And so we're planning a two-day trip up there. So hook up with us, and I'll let you know where we're going to be. So I'll let you know what bait shop we're hitting, and then at Washington Park, if we're going to be fishing there again. You guys can join us. All you got to do is bring your pole and your bait, and then throw in like we are. We're not going to be on a boat. We're going to be shore fishing, so we can hang out with all of you. Anybody who wants to join us, that'd be cool to put you in the video. So Charles is going to be telling you this story, but I'm going to spill the beans on this. He had a big fish, and he was bringing it in the video, and a barracuda bit right through it, came up right out of the water and took his fish right off the hook. I mean, just bit it like, hot knife through butter. He just went right through it. So like when he pulled it out, he had half a fish. I think that's horrible. I really do. Somebody steals your fish. So hopefully next time he'll bite the whole fish and get hooked, and we can pull in a barracuda. That'd be great. But he was out in Florida when that happened, so I haven't seen the footage yet. I don't know if we can be able to see the barracuda or not taking the fish. But I don't know if you guys are into fishing, but we do fishing videos, and we do cooking seafood videos, and we do sushi wars. We do a whole bunch of, so like Munchie Mondays is all fish related with food in the kitchen, and Fridays is fishing Fridays. So that's how we break up that channel. But anyway, back to Cooking with Jack. Let me see what else is coming up. Hold on one second. I don't know if you guys know, I have a store on Amazon. It's amazonjack.store. If you guys want to check out any of the products that I've ever done on the show, and go shopping, and something looks interesting to you, you can pick it up, whether it's the Instant Pot or the Ninja Foodie or any of that stuff. I'll have links up there. Let's see how Hamburger Heaven's doing. That's the latest Burger Wars. I do know this, excuse me, I do know this, that the the loading up my videos takes a little bit longer. This new setup that YouTube has, it just takes forever to load. It's nice, but it takes forever to load. What's coming up? We got Grindhouse Killer Burgers is coming up. Mm-hmm. Oh, check out the gross recipe. That one's coming up. What was the other one coming up? I had two of them that I hadn't done. One was, where was it? I got, the Himalayan salt cone. It's all done. That was, I'm just going through my videos here. So those are the ones I'll be filming next. Is the salt plate, and I will be filming the coffee one. But if I find out anything about coffee, I will let you know, whether it's good for you or certain blood types. Caffeine isn't good, is what I'm hearing. So I will find out, do more research, and I will let you know. Anyway, so everything's going good. Jack and the Ghost filming this afternoon. You guys want to join me at the Rustic Kitchen? Not that you're anywhere near me. Most of you are probably elsewhere. But and then what else is going on? I'm loving my Pit Boss, by the way, my barbecue, that vertical barbecue that I reviewed. I'm truly loving that. I was offered another barbecue for my deck, and I'm like, I'm probably not going to review it because I don't know why. The vertical, the door latches and seals in all the smoke, and it's such a good seal that my smoking tube goes out every time I try and use my smoking tube on that cooker. So I may have to get another, like use one of my other smokers, or take this other company that talked to me about it, or maybe I'll get I think it's an Austin XL smoker from Pit Boss. I'll talk to them about it because my smoking tube will only work on the kind of horizontal smokers. The vertical one seals too tight. There's not enough airflow, so I may have to move the smoking tube down to the bottom by the fan to get some airflow onto it and keep it burning. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that. I'll let you know. So how was your 4th of July? Did you guys have a good 4th of July? Shoot off a lot of fireworks. It's really cool because like everything we shot off at 4th of July is like totally illegal in California. Right, Tammy? Yeah. Like you can't, anything that goes leaves the ground and goes up and explodes, you can't have in California. You just can't. You got to go to Angel Stadium, or you got to go to Disneyland or something like that. But out here, everybody looks like Disneyland. It's like stuff in the sky all over the place. And we have a big old fireworks warehouse that we go to. And that's probably where all the stands buy from. But we go to this fireworks warehouse, and it's just crazy. I think legally is 500 grams. 500 grams, I think, of explosive material. I have no. I think it is when you buy those boxes and you light the box, and 16 are in there, and they all shoot up to the sky and they explode, and they do different things. It's really cool. So I'm pretty impressed with Tennessee fireworks. Are a lot of fun. They're fun to watch. Jack brought all his friends over. We had tons. We had safe sparklers. I guess the sparklers you can get near your skin and they won't burn because the way they sparkle. And that was cool for the little ones. And then the big kids were just Jared. If you're watching this video, he was throwing M80s, and he was clocking them. I don't know if you know what clocking a hand grenade is, but you got like 3 seconds to get rid of it. So he's going 1,000, 2 1,000, then he would throw. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so scared. I'm like, don't be crazy. And that, so he stopped doing that. He did it the right way, because we had flowers and M80s and bottle rockets, and it was a lot of stuff. It went on for probably about 2 hours? 2-3 hours of fireworks. We just, next time, and there were so many fireworks around that we could have bought no fireworks and just sat there. So I don't know. Did you guys have a good time 4th of July? Did you light up fireworks? What'd you guys have? What'd you cook? We had, like I told you, the three whole hugs, but everything, like there was like five different types of baked beans. There was three different macaroni and cheeses. There was like two different coleslaws. There was so much food laid out at this potluck on top of it. So the family that we spend the barbecue Fourth of July with, they provide the pigs, but everybody brings a dish, and those people can cook. There was stuff there that like there was like gluten-free brownies. I'm like, wow, this is totally cool. So anyway, but I hope you guys had a safe Fourth of July, and I hope you realize that you appreciate the reason for the holiday. It's not to blow up things. It's not to eat food. It's to celebrate our country's independence, and that's our Independence Day. And I think July 1st was Canada's. Was their first their or Canada Day or something like that was July 1st. But anyway, so I have some Canadian friends. That's how I know. So you guys doing good? If you need anything, you can email me at that email address in the chat window. If you saw that, if you didn't see it, it's info@givemefoods.com. And just shoot me an email asking what type of video, what type of recipe you're looking for. More Lazy Men videos are coming. More product reviews are coming. We're just trying to keep it alive and kicking, and more behind the scenes videos are coming. I'll be doing videos in the Bahamas in August because we're going to be taking a cruise into the Bahamas. So we will hit all the restaurants on the boat like I did on my Alaskan trip. I don't know if you guys remember, but we're going to do the Bahamas, and then in December we're going to go back to Dollywood in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area, and we're going to go there. That's an amusement park. They got a whole new part of the park they built, so we're looking forward to that. And then next March we are going to, for all you Star Wars fans, we're going to be doing Galaxy's Edge at Disney World. So that's going to be exciting. So I will show you. It'll be like you're standing right next to me. That's what I try to do. When I film, I think you're standing right next to me. You're hanging out with me, and I like to take you along with me. So there'll be plenty to watch and see. If there's anything that you do want to see on the show and you haven't seen yet, let me know. We've tried to cover a lot of the Nashville. One of the Nashville events that I want to cover is the Jack Daniel's barbecue in October, but it just seems every year we're not available. It's like the third weekend in October, and it's like a Jack Daniel's invitational barbecue, and only the bigwigs go. So, the other event is, since I'm in Kentucky every 4th of July, I can't go to this event because it happens in Tennessee on 4th of July, is the Nashville Hot Chicken Festival. But excuse me, Nashville Hot Chicken is very popular out here. If you don't know what Nashville Hot Chicken is, look it up. If you don't live in Nashville and you can't get Nashville Hot Chicken, you must make it. I've done a video on it. So you must make it at home. It is the bomb. It is great. It is whatever you want to call it. It's off the hook. It's off the chain, whatever. But Nashville Hot Chicken is amazing. I can't go over medium. Hold on a second. All right, I'm better. Nashville Hot Chicken is fun to make at home, but it's fun to eat out. I don't go above medium. I just can't handle them. I'm a big crybaby, but I love my spiciness. So Nashville Hot Chicken is pretty cool. So I'm going to be signing off in a bit, but if you have any questions, you're always able to chat with me. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Thanks for, What? Excuse me. What does that have to do with it? I'm not allergic to tea. Hold on a minute. My wife said that I'm allergic to tea. I'm not allergic to. I haven't been allergic to anything. I'm not allergic to gluten. I'm not allergic to penicillin. I'm not allergic to garlic. I'm not allergic to, peanut butter or peanuts. I have no allergies whatsoever. Um, I didn't get the runny nose stuff until I moved to Tennessee. Then I realized just some crap in the air. That's what happens. There's so much pollen in the air that it gets in your nose. And if you don't have allergies or you never had allergies, and you guys, whatever part of the country you're in, you know what I'm talking about, because most of the country has pollen, and it literally looks like it's snowing in the summertime. There are some days where the pollen starts blowing, and you're in the car, thankfully, and white stuff's in the air. It reminds me of the ashes in California when the fires were burning. That's what it looks like. Excuse me. Speaking of California, I hope you guys are okay. There's been some really big earthquakes. I guess it was 6.4 at China Lake, and then what was it? 7.4 yesterday. There was a 7.4 yesterday that happened, and that's pretty big. That's a shaker. I've been through earthquakes, and I'd rather be in an earthquake in California than in a tornado in Tennessee, because an earthquake just kind of shakes your house, and a tornado throws your house into Walmart. So, I don't see. It's funny because if you talk to somebody in New York, they're deathly afraid of earthquakes. My sister, who lives in Long Island, she's like, "Oh no, I never want to be a part of an earthquake. I'd rather be part of a tornado." I'm like, "Really? No." So that's kind of crazy. I would never want to be a part of a tornado. The first thing I would do if I saw a twister is start filming. I'm such an idiot. But could you imagine catching being up close for one, or even in the distance? It's funny. There's a story that I tell. When I went to YouTube Studios, I was roomed with Mr. Repsion. I don't know if you guys know him. We've done videos together. He was like my roommate for the week. And I told him, I said, "You ever just you'll be at an airport and you just film," and it's kind of morbid, but you just film just in case. You film a takeoff just in case. I asked him that. Oh no, I remember I was in the room with a bunch of the YouTubers, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, "You're sick in the head, dude. Nobody films just in case." So then he texts me. He was on his way home, and he texts me. He goes, "I can't believe you. You're in my head." He goes, "I literally filmed the takeoff of an airplane just in case." So the joke is, film just in case. I've seen some cloud formations that freak me out that are like this close from touching to the ground and starting a twister. And I start filming just in case. Because if you can catch the beginning to the end, that would be great. Not to be involved in one or close to one, but in the distance. I wouldn't take any chances with my family or with me. But one of the things you lean towards is recording these things. When somebody stupid is driving, I film just in case. I do it. I don't even know why. Oh, and here's a tip for you. If you get in a car accident, somebody hits your bumper or whatever, you come out of the car filming. Turn your phone camera on immediately, because the truth usually comes out first. Like, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I just turned and you just came out of nowhere." Sometimes there's like an admission of guilt, or you can capture where you are according to the street. Well, you hit me on my side of the street. You could see your car is completely off on the other side. You're across the line. And so I always use my camera. So if anybody ever hits us, I get out filming right away. And I film because I remember once we had a car that went off the road, and I immediately it didn't hit us, but it went off into a ditch and hit a tree. And the guy was trying to burn rubber backwards. He was trying to pull out and get out of the scene. So I immediately thought, this guy's crazy. He's trying to flee from the scene, right? So his car was messed up. So there was no way he was getting that car out. So I literally started filming. I got him on camera. I got his license on camera. I got him admitting he was drinking on camera. And I gave it to the cops. And I'm like, he said everything. But so that's a tip. If you ever get in an altercation or an accident, just break up the phone camera and start filming for any reason. You know, if you get pulled over, whatever. I'll tell you, man, videos like everything that I think about. You know, if I got to market something, it's video. If I got to talk to somebody, it's video conferencing. I'd rather be doing this live, and I want to at some point move this live chat to Zoom. I want to see you guys. I want to chat with you guys. I want to talk with you guys. I don't want to be this impersonal where you got to type over here on the little chat window. I don't want that. I want where you can talk face to face. I can record that and I can put it on YouTube when I'm done. But that would be the way to go. That's how I want to go. That's how Charles and I want to do the Fish Hook Chatting with Charles. You can always catch him, I think, on Tuesdays now. He moved Chatting with Charles to Tuesdays. So that's where I want to go. I want to go to a more personal setting. I could have up to 100 people in the room with me on Zoom. And that's just the free version. I think it's 40 minutes, 100 people you can chat with. That's pretty cool. That's cool for the free version. And then if you need more time, you can go to a paid version. But, you know, if you're going to be more than 40 minutes, which I'm more than 40 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to be signing off right now. If you need anything, I'm always here. I answer all my messages on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. Just reach out to me or email me at info@givemefoods.com. And that's the show address. So I answer everything. Nobody filters my mail. My wife might actually see something, but I don't care. I'm an open book, as you guys know already. So that's it. You guys be safe. I hope you had a good 4th of July. Go watch that Burger Wars episode. You'll be very surprised. You'll be very pleased with what you see in that video. It's the 4th Burger Wars. So check it out. It's on Jack on the Go. It's on Cooking with Jack. And we will be speaking with you in a little bit. And I might have a giveaway on the next chat. So make sure you're here for the next chat. And I think we're going to move this to like 10 a.m. so that other people can join in. So it's only going to be, if I do it at 10 a.m. in Central Time, it's 8 a.m. in California. That's a little more realistic. And it's 11 in New York. That's a little more realistic. All my Europe people are already up and about. They've been having a good old time. So just want you to know that I love you and I'm here for you. So if you need anything, you can reach out and reach me. Nobody answers my emails but me. So you can message me and I will get back to you. All right. All right. You guys take care and have a safe day. I'm going to go film the rest of the kitchen right now. That will be up. We have a lot of cool stuff coming to Jack on the Go, more restaurant reviews. And then I will next week give you some feedback on the movie Toy Story 4, which I'm going to go see tonight. And I'll let you know. But in the meantime, go see Aladdin because I can give you a big thumbs up on that. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.